Hi, this is Michael Kwan with Mobile Magazine. Today we'll be taking a look at the Motorola Milestone, which is currently available through Telus Mobility in Canada. The box itself is actually worth noting. It's a lot smaller than I'm used to seeing for a cell phone, and it's kind of interesting because when it came from the courier, it came like that, which is kind of cool. And then when you pop the phone out, to get at the accessories and instruction booklet and stuff, that's all underneath here. It came with the stereo headset, a USB wall adapter, and a USB cable, so you don't actually get a charger itself. You use the travel adapter and the cable, and then regular manuals and stuff. So in terms of the phone itself, it's a little bit bigger than I expected. Probably about the same size as an iPhone. You get the large touchscreen display, which you can, there you go. 4 soft keys on the bottom here for going back, accessing the menu, home, and search. Along the one side here, the camera shutter, volume rocker, the power button and lock button, as well as the headset jack, and the USB cable. And on the back you have a 5 megapixel camera. The battery cover is a little finicky in getting off, but if I can get it off, oh jeez, there we go. The SIM card is here, and the micro SD card goes here, so it is a bit of a pain to get at the micro SD card because it does mean you have to remove the battery cover as well as the battery to get at the micro SD slot. So that's a bit of a pain. I would have much preferred to have external access to the micro SD somewhere along here. It's also worth noting that there is a little bit of a lip, as you can see there, for when you slide up to get at the QWERTY keyboard. It does have the 4-way navigator here, which is 5-way navigator here, sorry, which is useful for getting around menus and stuff like that when you don't actually want to use a touchscreen. And you have the full QWERTY keyboard. The QWERTY keyboard is quite flush, and there's no separation between the keys, so you don't get as much tactile feedback as you get with some other keyboards, like on the BlackBerry or Nokia E71 or what have you. So I didn't find the keyboard to be quite as nice as I would have hoped. And you also notice that each row of keys is not slightly offset from the one below it. So when I was trying to get at, say, the letter Z, I had a lot of times where I was pressing the shift key instead. So that just takes a little getting used to, but aside from that, it's perfectly fine for its purposes. So in terms of the user interface, it's standard Android. You don't get the modal blur that you get with the Motorola Droid. So you do get the 3 home screens. You can pull down the taskbar at the top there to, if you have any voicemails or anything like that, and you pull up to get to the main menu. So this is pretty standard Android stuff, so I was able to get into the Android market and download the Bubble app. Bubble level is actually pretty useful. I was able to get the dog whistle. I don't know if I don't know if this will pick up, but it's supposed to be for training and that kind of thing. So there's just some. Let's go back. Go to the browser. So you can get a sense of what websites look like. Stop that. And we'll go, let's go Google. So Google shows up just fine. We can also, you can just start typing right away to get into an address bar, so I'll show you how mobile, see what I mean by the typos? Mobile. Mag.com. And this is going off the Telus 3G network. So you can see it renders web pages quite well. It looks just like what you would have on your computer. It's taking a second to load. And I did not have the opportunity to download Hootsuite just yet, but that is available for Android as well. So that gives you a sense of, how the web interface is. Get the smooth scrolling. And it is a Same kind of touchscreen as the iPhone, capacitive, not resistive. So if you do have gloves on, it won't work. So all in all, I'm pretty pleased with how the hardware works for the Motorola Milestone. The 5 megapixel camera takes decent pictures. It can take video as well. You get the headset jack. There is a soft keyboard for both horizontal and vertical orientations. My main gripe is the keyboard doesn't quite feel the way that it should, and I did still have a lot of typos even after using it for a few days. But if you're looking for a classy, more business-looking smartphone from Telus, the Motorola Milestone with Android seems to be a good bet. Again, this is Michael Kwan with Mobile Magazine.